Oh, please take your seat. Do you come from rural Sindh?
जी सर
Kharpur se ho.
जी sir
To begin with, you introduce yourself.
जी sir. Sir, my name is Ali Afzaal. My father's name is Ali Afzaal. Baba is farmer. And my mother is a housewife. I had my primary education from Rahim Baksh Model Elementary School, Haji Nawab Khan Wasan, which was located in our village. Later on, I had my secondary and higher secondary education from Mazhar Muslim Model School, which was located in a nearby town. Later in 2017, I got admission at Qaeda University, Islamabad, where I pursued my bachelor's in economics from 2017 to 2021, where at Qaeda University, I had my specialization in the field of development economics. And sir,
You are competing for the civil services of
yes, sir.
Pakistan.
Sir, I completed my degree in 2021 and I appeared in the CSS exam in 2022, which by the grace of Allah and His blessings, I was able to qualify, and I aspire to be second in my family who will join civil services. My brother is already serving in Sindh government as deputy secretary.
Good. So you tell us, because you want to join government of Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about government of Pakistan? What is the structure of the governance? Governance structure kya hai?
Sir, at top, the president is the head of state, whereas prime minister is the chief executive or the head of the government, who is assisted by a cabinet of his ministers who are generally given different portfolios for different ministries. Well, the ministries are again head and assisted by secretaries and divisions. There are different divisions under ministries, and there are again secretaries, additional secretaries, joint secretaries, deputy secretaries, again, and section officers who completely run the administrative structure. At district level, there is a deputy commissioner who is also head of the revenue activities. There is SSP who is responsible for law and order situation. He is assisted by ASP who is under the SSP, whereas DC is also assisted by additional deputy commissioners. At tehsils level, there are assistant commissioners who are again.
ये बताओ कि under the Constitution of Pakistan,
Yes, sir.
what are the organ of states which are governing Pakistan?
So there is the executive, judiciary, legislature, and also a media. And media is also
Media is not a organ. वो तो ऐसे हम कहते हैं ना, it is the
Yes, sir.
हम कहते हैं कि it is a fourth pillar.
Yes, sir.
But precisely the Constitution में जो है there is a executive है, legislature है, and the judiciary.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Now you tell me, what is the function of the parliament and what constitute parliament?
Sir, Parliament of Pakistan is now consists 336 number of MNAs. Parliament is basically comprised of two houses. One upper house is called Senate, while the lower house is called National Assembly. Senators are appointed for
What is the third component of the parliament? You said National Assembly.
Yes, sir. And Senate, sir.
तीसरा component कौन है? Parliament को complete करो ना पहले.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm unable to concept.
Without president, there is no parliament.
Yes, sir.
Parliament means National Assembly, Senate, and the president.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now you come from Sindh.
Yes, sir.
You tell me, what is blue economy? What is the concept of blue economy?
Recently, a conference was also organized. International Maritime Conference was also organized. Blue economy basically is the concept of using oceans, seas, and rivers for the upgradation of and utilizing maritime resources, maritime trade routes to improve the economy. Basically, it is economy of oceans and seas. The trade routes used through different maritime channels is also part of blue economy, while as seafood is also seafood and maritime tourism is also a part of blue economy. According to Minister for Planning, Ahsan Iqbal Sahab, Pakistan's blue economy potential is around 100 billion, while Pakistan was not utilizing or utilizing its full potential. It was very much under underutilized its potential. And there are also different ports which are also helping the conduct of affairs of blue economy. We have Karachi port, we have Port Qasim, we have Gwadar port, which is under development, which is under development phase. So these are the different ways through which blue economy is affairs of blue economy are conducted.
Welcome to CSPs Academy for CSS PMS preparation. CSS PMS तहरीरी इम्तिहान के तमाम मज़ामीन की ऑनलाइन और ऑन कैंपस तैयारी के साथ साथ सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्शन, असाइनमेंट चेकिंग, क्लास टेस्ट, मॉक एग्जाम, इंडिविजुअल टीचर डिस्कशन और फीडबैक सेशन का इनकाद किया जाएगा। इसके अलावा FPSC की तजवीज़ करदा बुक्स से बने मयारी नोट्स और CSP पब्लिशर की बेहतरीन बुक्स मुहैया की जाएंगी। Register now at 0316 570 1593.
What is the length of the coastal highway?
So it is around 1,000 kilometers.
You have mentioned 3 ports.
Yes, sir.
Now, why this Gwadar port? What is the significance of Gwadar port?
So Gwadar port's significance lies in its ability to connect Pakistan with different states, basically Central Asian states, and it also connects Pakistan's international sea trade routes to Suez Canal.
What is deep sea port? क्या कहते हैं? Deep sea port कहते हैं कि Gwadar is a deep sea port. What does it mean?
Sir, I'm not exactly sure, but as far as if you allow me to guess, it is about that the oceans.
Okay, now the issues before the Supreme Court regarding election of the KPK government and Punjab government. What are the issues which they intend to determine?
Sir, basically the assemblies were dissolved on the advisors of Chief Ministers in both provinces, but in Punjab, the Governor Punjab has claimed that the assembly was not dissolved on his advice. So therefore, President has himself declared that the election dates in April. So, and the same was case in the KPK. So the issue before Supreme Court is that it is not in the authority of President, according to Constitution, to give a call for elections. So, and they were calling the election commissioner of Pakistan to give the election dates, whereas the governor was also called for to give the election dates. So basically, there was a issue before Supreme Court to who would give the dates for the future elections in Punjab and KPK. So this was the constitutional kind of issue which was going before Supreme Court.
Now you tell us the implication of Ukraine-Russian war. You just identify who are the beneficiaries and who are the loser in this war so far.
Sir, of course, the number one loser are those who have waged the war.
Name them.
Ukraine and Russia. These two countries have to suffer the most in terms of their people, loss in terms of people and economy. Ukraine, the attack by Russia has costed it hundreds of billions of dollars in terms of its military equipments and all. While the loss of infrastructure, loss of lives in Ukraine is also in terms of billions of dollars. The many areas of Ukraine have been controlled by Russia now. So basically, is one such issue. Whereas the Russia's energy imports into Europe are also curtailed because of the sanctions America has imposed on Russia. So basically, this would be an economic impact on Russia as well. And for Ukraine, it is also given aid by different countries. America is the most is one of countries which has given it to most. But whereas it has also been given aid by Europe as well. So this again Ukraine is paid in terms of money, but it is losing in terms of infrastructure loss and all. Pakistan's, if we put Pakistan's case, Pakistan imported its 70% of wheat from Russia. Around 70% of wheat from Russia. So this basically would push Pakistan into a food crisis because it will affect our imports from Russia. Likewise, India is one of beneficiary, we can call it beneficiary from this Russia-Ukraine war because of the discounted oil it has received from Russia, whereas Pakistan's connection with Ukraine brings it to the point that Pakistan is one of the importers of weapons from Ukraine. J-80, there's a tanks, I think this name is J-80, J-180 tanks, which are Pakistan's, we had imported from Pakistan, Pakistan had imported from Ukraine. So that again, a kind of burden on Pakistan that would be it will have to refer to other countries for its weapon imports as well. And as far as the cost for climate is concerned, this weapons and weapons, destruction of trees, forests, and it's again a threat to climate as well. So these are a few things I would say.
Thank you. Please.
Police Service of Pakistan, that is your first choice.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about a police station? What can you tell us about a police station?
So a police station is basically kind of, as the name suggests, a station where an SHO, station house officer is posted, where a person can register his complaints regarding the injury or the crime he has suffered. Basically, so a police station registers the complaints, registers the FIR, registers the a point where an ordinary citizen can call for the redressal of its grievances, which are in terms of crimes he has suffered. So this is, I think, the role of police station.
Do you know about the different sections of the police station?
I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. What are extrajudicial killings?
Sir, extrajudicial killings are the case was very much in highlight in Balochistan. Extrajudicial killings are that when a person is illegally abducted and killed because of alleged involvement in any activity which state or anybody thinks is against the national interest. But this is again in the extrajudicial killings process, the law is not followed because the Constitution of Pakistan, Article 10A, gives the right to fair trial. So basically, extrajudicial killings deprive a person to right to a fair trial. These are the extrajudicial killings.
But there are officers in Sindh like Rao Anwar,
Yes, sir.
and Chaudhry Karachi, Chaudhry Aslam. They were very highly regarded, bade damang officer. Why is this so? I mean, they are known for extrajudicial killings.
Sir, as far as the case of Rao Anwar is concerned, he was alleged for the extrajudicial killing of a Pashtun boy. He had come to media and TCM where he had brought the CNIC of a person which claimed that the person was not the name exactly Najibullah. His name was different. So we have a different opinion from police as well. As far as case of Chaudhry Aslam Shaheed is concerned, sir, he had conducted an operation in Layari. His house was attacked, his family was attacked, and he had conducted operation in Layari, which was basically against the a gang in Layari, which was threatening, according to Chaudhry Aslam Shaheed, threatening to the security of Karachi. There were several kidnappings, there were several street crimes. That's why Aslam Shaheed had conducted the operation. And I think, sir, as far as the case of extrajudicial killing is concerned, this, I think, falls in the category of operations and not extrajudicial killings. My personal opinion is that, sir.
Join CSPs, where we believe that your dreams are our mission. So let us be your partners in this transformative journey as we equip you with knowledge, confidence, and resilience required to emerge as CSS toppers. Contact us on our given WhatsApp number 0316 570 1593 or visit our website www.csps.com.pk.
Part of the operations? What do you mean by that?
Sir, as a part of police operations, as Lyari, as it was in the case in Lyari, it was more operation against some criminals and more operation against a gang, not an extrajudicial killings. Many of the men who were encountered by Chaudhry Aslam Shahid had their prize monies on their heads. So they were.
I mean, those criminals, hardened criminals, notorious gangsters, you think if they are caught, then they should be eliminated because police will not be able to collect sufficient evidence against them. No witnesses will come in, record their statements against them. Even the courts will not be able to conduct the trial properly, and they'll get a bleed check.
So extrajudicial killings are never justified. It's against the spirit of constitution. It's against the spirit of human rights. But as far as the case of Chaudhry Aslam Shahid is concerned and Rawanwar, they had conducted police operations. I never admit or never I praise the extrajudicial killings. But as far as
fine. I got an impression. It's fine. What do you know about Police Order 2002?
It's Police Order 2002 was given during the era of General Parvez Musharraf. There were different. It explains different responsibilities of police. It explains it explains duties of different police officers from IG to ASP to SDPO. And
what was the need to have this Police Order 2002 when there was already Police Act of 1861? What was the need for that?
So I think the 1861 Act had become outdated in many ways because it goes back to the 1861. But we are living in 21st century, and it was time for things to be updated, and this is why I think the Police Order 2002 was.
Can you tell us about some of the features of Police Order 2002?
Sir, I'm unable to recall exactly, but I think it was a need of ours to.
It was, but there are certain provisions. Very novel provisions in the Police Order 2002 for reforming the police working. UN General Assembly passed a resolution yesterday.
Yes, sir.
What was that about, that resolution?
The 24th of February marks the first anniversary of Russia-Ukraine war. So, the resolution was moved by America and other European nations to condemn the act of Russia. Pakistan's stance was that Pakistan has abstained from voting, and it was against the Russia's invasion to Ukraine, sir.
Why Pakistan abstained?
Pakistan, I think, maintains not subscribing to any bloc politics. Pakistan, I think, believes in this would affect Pakistan's relations with Russia. However, Pakistan has also expressed that Pakistan wants settlement of dispute by peaceful means.
Who was Maslow, and what theory did he propound? Maslow, public administration.
Maslow has provided the theory of hierarchy of needs. The first was that a man needed food and clothing as basic needs. Second, it was self-esteem, that when men's basic needs such as food, shelter, clothing are given. The man wants self-esteem. Later was self-recognition in society. Third was approval in society, and last stage was self-actualization.
Yes, right.
Ali Afzaal, you have studied development economics.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your view on Mehboob Huq's model?
Ma'am, Dr. Mehboob Huq's policies can be explained in two phases. One is when Dr. Mehboob Huq was finance minister of General Ayub Khan. In that era, the doctrine of functional inequality was followed. The doctrine of functional inequality is that the industrial sector was very much promoted and agriculture was sacrificed. So those involved in the agriculture sector had suffered and those involved in the industrial sector had profited. Later in 1990s, when Dr. Mehboob Huq came up with his idea of human development, it changed the whole understanding of development as well. So there was a focus more on the conditions of people and less on what is the GDP and what is the GNI. So basically the focus was turned to the real development of people, not just on economic statistics.
Give your career a boost with CSS PMS preparation from Civil Services Preparatory School. Join CSS PMS for on-campus and online classes. Join us for your bright future. Civil Services Preparatory School, Jeetan Markaz, Islamabad. Register now at 0316 570 1593.
So you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am, I completely agree with that.
We were talking about blue economy. Can you tell me what was the issue between Pakistan and Oman on continental shelf?
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm not informed on the issue.
Do you know about exclusive economic zones, EEZ?
Yes, ma'am.
Under the UNCLOS UN Conference on Law of the Sea?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am, exclusive economic zones, according to the UN Convention on Law of Seas, is that there are some zones in seas or oceans which are given to a country for its for fishing or for economic activities. This is the concept of, I think, exclusive economic zone.
And how do they measure it? There is a measurement in it.
No, I'm sorry.
How many nautical miles?
No, I'm sorry, I'm not able to recall the exact.
Your favorite personalities? Who is Dashrath Mangi?
Dashrath Manji, ma'am.
Manji.
Dashrath Manji is a man from India, UP Bihar. He was a man who belonged to Masar community. Masar are the lowest community in the India caste system. Masar caste falls in the lowest category. In his childhood, his father was selling him to the landlord of the village. Dashrath Manji fled his village to a neighboring village where he worked in coal mines for around 7 to 10 years. He returned back, and when he was around 20, he married a girl, Faguni Devi. The Dashrath Manji, in village of Dashrath Manji, they had to cross a mountain to come to the fields where they had to work. So basically, there was the structure was that there was a mountain, there is a village, and there are the fields on the other side. So they have crossed the mountain to reach the fields. One day, when Fagunia was carrying food for Dashrath Manji, she was pregnant. They had already 2 children. When Fagunia was crossing the mountain, she fell from it. She died on the spot. She was taken to the hospital, and because of this mountain, there was no hospital in the village. So they had to cross this whole mountain for some 25 to 30 kilometers. So on the way, Fagunia was already was dead. So they took them around few hours to reach the hospital. In this whole scenario, when Dashrath Manji returned, Dashrath Manji said that this mountain has already caused a great damage to people of my community. So Dashrath Manji decided to break that mountain. It was the story of 1950s and 60s. Dashrath Manji single-handedly made a road across the mountain with a hammer and a chisel. It was a 25 feet deep and around 30 feet wide road. He had done this in a time period of around 20 years. His life is a symbol of struggle. His life is symbol of determination, and that's why I consider him my one of favorite personality.
Do you think cutting the mountains is a good thing?
Ma'am, he did it for the people, for the welfare of his community. There was no his personal gains involved.
What does Quran say about mountains?
In Surah Rahman, I can recall there's idea that we raise the mountains and and what the blessings of the Lord would you deny that, and that the mountains were raised to maintain the balance of earth. I think this is the idea in Holy Quran.
Thank you.
Well, can you tell me the composition and mandate of Council of Common Interest?
Yes, sir. Sir, Council of Common Interest is a body which comprises which comprises Prime Minister as its head, whereas it also includes Chief Ministers of all provinces, and there are ministers from there's a minister from each province which is also included in the Council of Common Interest.
We're confusing Council of Common Interest with NEC, National Economic Council. Okay, if there's a deadlock in Council of Common Interest, what is the forum to resolve that deadlock?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know.
How principles of policy are implemented under the Constitution of Pakistan 1973?
Sir, I think they are implemented through bureaucracy, executive.
Which is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Manji the Mountain Man. I already told you.
You got a keen interest in mountains. Thank you.
Let's close it. Let's have a informal session. So this is all for the purpose of your training. ठीक है? तो अभी जो है ना, you make your own self-assessment. 1 से 10 के scale में where you would like to place her.
So 6.
Place yourself, not her.
7, I would say. 6, 7.
ठीक है. Ali, you are, I think, मेहनत कर रहे हो. You are doing very well, and काफी मैं feel करता हूँ you are in a state of preparedness and you are taking it seriously, and this is a good challenge which you have accepted. ठीक है? As far as your personality is concerned, perfectly all right. जो भी तुम्हें guide करते हैं, भाई से पूछो, बाकी पूछो, fine. जो ड्रेस कोड है उसको इंश्योर करोगे. कम्युनिकेशन स्किल तुम्हारे ठीक है, जिस तरह तुम कर रहे हो इसी तरह मेंटेन करो, प्रैक्टिस करते रहो टिल योर इंटरव्यू. यू आर इंटेलिजेंट, कॉन्फिडेंट हो, जो कुछ तुम्हारे नॉलेज है उस पर तुम काफ़ी मेहनत की हुई है तुमने. व्हाट आई विल एडवाइस यू है कि भाई अपने आप को एक तो अपने इंट्रोडक्शन को थोड़ा सा रिकास्ट करो, लिख के 1 पेजर लिखो और 1 मिनट में डिलीवर करना सीखो. तो उसकी बेसिक चीज़ें होती हैं, फैक्ट्स बतानी होते हैं. दिस इज ए जॉब इंटरव्यू. प्रोफेशनल चीज़ें हैं, सब्जेक्टिविटी से अवॉइड करो, फोकस करो ऑब्जेक्टिविटी पे. तुम्हारी स्टेट ऑफ प्रिपेयर्डनेस को मैं इसमें 70% पे रेट कर रहा हूँ. अभी गुंजाइश है 30% तुम और करो. न्यूज़पेपर जो है ना, एक 3 महीने के न्यूज़पेपर हमारे पास होने चाहिए, इकट्ठे करो. उनकी सारी इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़, नेशनल न्यूज़ एंड सोशल इश्यूज़ को थोड़ा सा रिव्यू कर लो. टू द पॉइंट जवाब देना है आपने, ठीक है ना, लंबा नहीं करना, बस टू द पॉइंट करो. नोटबुक होप यू आर मेंटेनिंग एन इंटरव्यू, ठीक है ना. तो मैं तुम्हें यही कहूँगा, यू कीप इट अप, यू हैव गॉट ए प्लेंटी ऑफ चांस. तुम रूरल सेंस से हो, तुम्हें वहाँ भी एडवांटेज मिल सकता है. क्वालिफाई तो तुम कर जाओगे, लेकिन अब है ग्रुप का इशू. बट देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ स्कोप फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट. आप सर
बिल्कुल. अब देखिए ना, ये जो है जस्टिस शुड नॉट ओनली बी डन बट सीन टू बी डन. مطلب یہ یو شوڈ بی ایبل ٹو ایکسپلین دیٹ یہ کون سا کوئی اتنی مشکل بات تو نہیں ہے. اب جب گھر جائیں گے اس کو ذرا اس پر غور کرنا. اچھا نالج گیپ ہے آپ کا اور اس کو آپ امپروو کریں. باقی ٹھیک ہے, یو آر ویل ڈریسڈ اور یو آر کانفیڈنٹ, کمیونیکیشن اسکلس بھی اچھی ہیں. اس کو امپروو کر سکتے ہیں کمیونیکیشن اسکلس کو تھوڑا سا آپ ذرا اس کی کوالٹی کو نا امپروو کرنے کی کوشش کریں شیشے کے سامنے کھڑا ہو کر. باقی جیسے انہوں نے باتیں بتائی ہیں وہ اس پر عمل کریں, کوشش کریں اس کو بہتر بنانے کی. اچھا یہ پی ایس پی جب آپ لکھتے ہیں نا, اس پر پھر آپ کی پولیس اسٹیشن کے بارے میں, پولیس اسٹیشن کیا ہے, اس کی ورکنگ کیا ہے, اس کے بارے میں ڈیفینیٹلی یو ول بی آسکڈ. اس پر آپ کو پورا عبور ہونا چاہیے. پولیس اسٹیشن کیا ہے, اس کی کتنے سیکشنز ہوتی ہیں, محرر مالخانہ ہے, لاک اپ ہے, ایس ایچ او ہے, یہ ہے وہ ہے, کیا اس طرح سے ریکارڈ روم ہوتا ہے. یہ ان چیزوں کے بارے میں آپ کو جو ہے پتہ ہونا چاہیے, کیونکہ پی ایس پی از یور فرسٹ چوائس. اور پولیس آرڈر 2002 کا بھی نہیں پتہ آپ کو. پولیس آرڈر 2002 اس کی جو سیرنگ فیچرز ہیں وہ بھی آپ کے فنگر ٹپس پہ ہونی چاہیے. نیکسٹ ٹائم جب آپ جائیں گے پلیز میک شیور دیٹ یو آر thoroughly prepared for that. ٹھیک ہے.
Ali Abdul, you're a very nice personality. MashaAllah, you're well dressed. You have good articulation. جو نالج گیپ ہے وہ آپ فل کر لیں. فیوریٹ پرسنالٹیز فلم کیریکٹر سے لے کے مت لکھو. ایسا کیریکٹر لکھو جو کہ ایوری بڈی نو اور وہ نیوٹرل ہو, کیونکہ بالی ووڈ فلمس میں بہت سے فیکٹس ہوتے ہیں, بہت سی فکشن ہوتی ہے اور بہت سی ڈسٹورشنز ہوتی ہیں. تو ایک میچور انٹیلیجنٹ جو کہ گورنمنٹ سروس کی رسپانسبلٹی لینا چاہ رہا ہے, اس کی شخصیات میں ایسے کیریکٹر ہونے چاہیے جو کہ ریئل ہو, وچ ایوری بڈی نوز اباؤٹ اینڈ کین انڈرسٹینڈ. ادھر جو سوال پوچھے جاتے ہیں وہ یہ نہیں ہے کہ مجھے پتہ کرنا ہے فیوریٹ پرسنالٹی, مجھے آپ کے بارے میں جاننا ہے, بیکاز آپ کا امتحان ہے. وی ول جج یو فرام واٹ یو رائٹ ہے. تو 3 شخصیات مت لکھو, 1 یا 2 لکھو, لیکن ان کو ڈیفینڈ کر سکو. اگر ایدی کو لکھا ہے تو ہو سکتا ہے کوئی پوچھے جی الیکشن وہ ہار گیا تھا, کیوں ہار گیا تھا, تو آپ کے پاس پھر جواب ہونا چاہیے. جو بھی شخصیت لکھو اس کے پروز اینڈ کونس کو اچھی طرح سمجھ کے تاکہ ڈیفینڈ کر سکو. ٹھیک ہے. اور فکشنل کیریکٹرز جو ہے نا ان کو فیوریٹ پرسنالٹی وہ ایک میچور پرسنالٹی کے حق میں نہیں ہوتا. Maybe he was a real person, maybe he was not a real person, we don't know. There is no verification of that, right? ہابیز جو ہیں وہ جتنی لمیٹڈ رکھو وہ آپ کے لیے آسان ہے, کیونکہ جس طرح فار ایگزامپل آپ نے والی بال لکھا ہے, آپ کے اوپر والی بال کے اصول پوچھے جا سکتے ہیں. واٹ آر دا رولز اینڈ ریگولیشنز آف والی بال, وچ از دا والی بال چیمپئن ٹیم, ویمن والی بال میں کون جیت رہے ہیں آج کل, والی بال کا جو ہے وہ گراؤنڈ وہ کتنا اس کا سائز ہوتا ہے, اس کا نیٹ کتنا اونچا ہوتا ہے, ہاؤ از اٹ ڈفرینٹ فرام فار ایگزامپل بیڈمنٹن نیٹ. ہر طرح کے سوال آ سکتے ہیں. سو سارے پہلوؤں کو دیکھ کے نا بیٹا ایسا لکھو ہابی جس کے پھر آپ کو پورا عبور ہو اور آپ اس کا کمپیریٹیو اکاؤنٹ دے سکیں. ٹھیک ہے. ہم نے آپ کے آپشنل پہ زیادہ سوال نہیں کیے. ادھر آپ کو سندھی پہ بھی سوال آ سکتا ہے, جینڈر پہ بھی آ سکتا ہے, کرمنالوجی پہ بھی آ سکتا ہے, اور پبلک ایڈمنسٹریشن پہ بھی آ سکتا ہے. سو اپنے آپشنس کو اسٹرانگ کر لو. بٹ یو آر اے وننگ ہارس, یو ہیو دا کیپیسٹی, اینڈ لگ جاؤ اپنے کام پہ. وش یو آل دا بیسٹ.
Most of the things panel have already said. You have knowledge of your degrees. You do not have knowledge of the proposed groups you aspire to go in. You lack there. You have good communication skill, but you cannot just on the basis of that get qualified. You have to back it up with pure and proper knowledge. And 3, इतनी लंबी कहानियां करने की जरूरत नहीं होती. Short answers, crisp answers, allow or make it possible for the panel to ask you more questions. If you will spend 5 minutes on one question to answer, तो फिर आपका आधे घंटे में कितना एक इंटरव्यू हो पाएगा. तो आप फेवरेट पर्सनालिटी है तो मेन क्रक्स परसिवेरेंस बताएं, व्हाई इज फेमस ये बताएं, बैकग्राउंड स्टोरी देने की जरूरत नहीं है. बाकी 1-2 सवालों में भी यू वर टू लेंथी and you don't know a thing, you don't just push yourself through it. There is no negative marking for saying sorry, I don't know, and we'll ask you the next question instead of embarrassing yourself and just pushing your way through without any knowledge. सर ने जो पुलिस स्टेशन पे आपसे पूछा, जस्टिस पे पूछा और 2-3 चीजों, simply say no, I'll prepare it. ठीक है, thank you.
ठीक है ना, बेस्ट ऑफ लक.